Hey guys, Blaumagier here, and we're back with another episode of Let's Play The Legend of Zelda: A Link to the Past. And in this episode, we're going to delve into the mountain tower, which, despite it being a tower, is not all that long of a dungeon. I like to take out these mini moldorms before letting down the crystal. Which is another new feature I haven't talked about, is these crystal switches. They will, when they're orange, the orange blocks will be down. When they're blue, the blue blocks will be down. Very simple. Ooh, rupee. Let's see, what are those guys called? I don't remember. Let's see, they are red Codondos. And they walk around and spit fire. 3 fireballs to be exact. And what does Sahasrara say? Joshua, it is I, Sahasrara, the Elder. I have some advice. In the dungeons, you can gaze into the magic mirror to return to the entrance at any time. Do not forget this. That is actually a useful thing to know. It's limited in usefulness unless you're playing the Super Nintendo version and trying to glitch. Alright, here we have tiles coming after us, and this time we actually do have to wait for them to all come up and be destroyed. One thing you can do is just stand here holding your sword out. So much easier in Link's Awakening because you can actually just hold out your shield and be invulnerable. You gotta be careful when you're holding your sword out like that, because sometimes you can still be hit. Just something to keep in mind. Got more mini moldorms here. Red Stalfos, they throw a bone at you when you swing your sword at them and they jump out of the way. And there's the big key already. Oops, I need to hit that. And we head back up. And into the only door we have yet to explore. These are blue hard hat beetles. They take a lot of hits to destroy with the level 1 sword here. But you can effectively get rid of them as far as the room is concerned by knocking them down a hole. You gotta be careful of these holes here. If they have a black background, you'll take damage when you fall down them, which is half a heart. If they have something in the background like that, then you'll fall down to the previous floor. And these star switches here move the holes around. So that's something to be aware of. Before going up, you're going to want to put it on the orange right here. And not really much up there. Ooh, red rupee. And there's the compass. Got some more red Cadondos. Alright, over there is the big chest, but how do we get to it? It's a secret to everybody, isn't it? Oh no, it's not a secret to everybody. It's quite simple, really. You just go down and hit that star switch, and then this hole right here. And it's very important that you approach it from the top, because if you approach it from the bottom, you'll land on a star switch. Arrows. Sweet. I needed those. See how I just barely didn't land on the star switch? Anyways, take that and we find the Moon Pearl. This protects the hero from the transforming effects of the golden power. So you no longer have to fear the bunny. And with that, we are ready to actually finish off this dungeon. I do believe that if you jump in this hole here, you'll fall down into a bunch of pots, leading to a fairy room. And I got a spare bottle, so I guess I'll try to catch the other one. It was very helpful to know. And of course, if you go there repeatedly, they'll be back. These pots right here all contain a heart. I'm going to leave them because this boss is kind of a jerk. Notice the stage. Yeah, you can fall down the floor and have to start over. And it doesn't help that this guy like has some super knockback properties. But I found that if you just hold forward, generally, you don't have to worry about falling down the hole. And by far, the middle hole is the worst one to fall down. But yeah, just hold away from the holes that you're near, and you don't have to worry about it. And there we go. That was the Moldorm. You won the Pendant of Wisdom. With this, you've collected all 3 pennants. Go now to the Lost Woods to get the Master Sword. Yeah, the Moldorm is a boss that generally kills speedruns for people, but most people don't know that if you just hold away from the holes, you're not going to fall in it, no matter how close you are to it when he hits you. But, yeah, there you go. Now we can go in this cave and take our shortcut back to Kakariko Village. There's actually a variation of the Moldorm in a different game. I think it's Link's Awakening. And in that game, you have to attack... Okay, seriously, can I stop falling in the hole there? You have to attack him fast enough to kill him. And once he gets to that point where he speeds up, if he slows down again, he's basically got full health again. It's a little ridiculous, I know, but you know, when you consider where you fight that boss, it's understandable. So here we are in the Lost Woods looking for the Master Sword. And no, this is not the Master Sword. This is a fake! Is it the Master Sword? No, this can't be it. Despite it being a fake, it is actually a very powerful weapon when thrown. But I don't want to go there just yet. There's a piece of heart here. I thought there was something else in here, but I guess I'm wrong. I may be thinking of ancient stone tablets. Hey kid, this is a secret hideout for a gang of thieves. Don't enter without permission. By the way, I heard that one of our ex-members is staying at the entrance to the desert. So that's who that guy is. I I will tell you this much, it would be a good idea to memorize the layout of the Lost Woods here, because it'll be helpful later on in the game. At least the best you can. Anyways, back here once again, this is actually where the Master Sword sleeps. More Hylian. You don't actually have to read this, but I will. The hero's triumph on Cataclysm's eve wins 3 symbols of virtue. The Master Sword he retrieves, keeping the knight's line true. Well, let's see if we can pull it out. Sahasrara's voice echoes from the void. Joshua, you have done well to obtain the evil banishing blade, the Master Sword. The power that shines in it is now yours to wield. With it, you should be able to thwart the magic of the evil wizard Aghanim. The destiny of this land is in your hands. Please, Joshua. Alright, well, to the castle. Let's go defeat the... Joshua, help! The soldiers are coming to the sanctuary! Aye! Well, I guess I better see what's going on there. To the sanctuary! Full speed! Darn that bomb. So, now we have sword beams. Well, when we have full health. At this point, in A Link to the Past, you will unlock the sword beams when you have full health in 4 swords. So that's something to keep in mind there. Freaking crows. Alright, here we are at the sanctuary. And now we have sword beams. Joshua, if only you had come sooner. A group of soldiers was here. They took Princess Zelda. I fear they've taken her to the highest room in the tower. They mean to sacrifice her. You must find her before the wizard works his magic. Please, Joshua, you're our only hope. And he's dead, Jim. Alright. Well, nothing left to do now but take on Aghanim. So we will storm the castle. But we're going to take a different route than we've taken in the past. It's surprising how big this castle is. I just wanted to point out that enemy there. That is a bomb soldier, or a bomb knight. And as their name implies, they just throw bombs at you. They do drop bombs too, so that's nice. This is the only place that you're going to see them. With the Master Sword, we can destroy that. And we can head in here to the castle. These are gold ball and chain knights. I like to just hit them from afar with my sword beams, whenever possible. Let's see, these are blue sword knights. All they'll do is charge at you with their swords. Similar to any sword soldiers. Alright, those bat things there, the eyeball bats, they are called Chasupa. Weird name. And we got more soldiers in here, so it's not all knights now. If you need to see where you're at, you can light up one of these torches. It's helpful. But they don't last long, so you get to where you're going quick. I've already defeated all the enemies here now, though, so it's not really a big deal if I can't see very well where I'm going. That block there will let you open up the door to the previous room if you need to. We've got 2 more blue sword nuts. Over here we got blue sword soldier and the archer. I think I already killed him. In rooms like this are going to be a lot of blue sword soldiers, possibly a few green ones. More often than not, you'll end up knocking them down into a hole. Got a block to open the previous door right there. Freaking archer, man. That light actually stayed lit longer than I expected it to. Oh yeah, I don't have sword beams now. Now we have some red spear knights. We've seen these guys before. Now they take less hits since we have the Master Sword. It's effectively the same as our previous sword, except 1 hit stronger. Listen well, Joshua. Even with the Master Sword, you cannot inflict physical harm on the wizard. You must find a way to return his own evil magic power to him. Here we have a red spear soldier. These guys are pretty much the same as the green spear soldiers, except they take more hits. Man, you can probably just hear my controller clacking away here. Them R buttons, man. It's a lot of clacking. Okay, I try to stay away from the gold ball and chain knight, because it's actually the toughest of the 3 enemies in that room. Here you can take out the spear knight from the safety of behind these things. I'll just ignore the blue archer soldiers. Darn you. Took away my sword beams. Aha! Joshua! I've been waiting for you! Yeah, he does look like he has a Deku scrub for a face. Then again, I used to think of this hat was his face for the longest time. This kind of looks like it. The little pink thing could be his mouth, and the greenish area could be like his hair. I thought I would make Zelda vanish before you. Behold, Princess Zelda's final breath. Ho ho ho! With this, the seal of the seven sages is at last broken. It is now only a matter of time before evil power covers this land completely. After all, the legendary hero cannot defeat us, the tribe of evil, when we are armed with the power of gold. Ho ho ho! Now I must go! Well, we shall follow him. Ho ho ho! You seem to want me to finish you off. Then allow me to make your wish come true. Alright, so this is his gimmick. He's gonna go around and only the Master Sword can reflect his shots. Or can it? You can actually use the bug catching net to kill him. And it also does a pretty good job deflecting that shot. So he has three types of attacks. He's got this thing, he's got his normal attack that you can reflect back to him, and when he goes into the center, he shoots lightning bolts. So just stay off to the side when he goes to the center, and you don't have to worry about the lightning. And it's actually better to use the bug catching net than it is to use the sword, because that attack can never hit you when you're using the bug catching net, as long as you successfully hit it. If you're using the sword and you attack that with your sword, you'll almost certainly take a hit. That is one thing that you have to work on, though, is your accuracy of sending the shots back to him. So oftentimes they'll just fly off into, you know, wherever. So it's usually good to stay fairly close to him. Grr! Well met, hero! But I am not ready to admit defeat yet. I will draw you into the Dark World. Joshua, it is I, Sahasrahla. I am communicating with you across the void, through telepathy. The place where you now stand was the Golden Land, but evil power turned it into the Dark World. The wizard has broken the sage's seal and turned the gate to Hyrule Castle into a portal, linking that world to this. In order to save this half of the world, the Light World, you must win back the golden power. You must also rescue the seven maidens who Aghanim has sent to the Dark World. As descendants of the seven sages, they have the power that will surely aid you. The maidens are locked in hidden dungeons full of evil creatures and dangerous traps. The Palace of Darkness should be your first goal in this world. Joshua, you are our last hope. Please make this old man's wishes come true. I beg you. And here we are in the Dark World. It's a very gloomy looking place, isn't it? And we only have one objective set up for us. Not that there's very many places we can go right now besides that one place. But anyways, I'm going to end this episode off here. This has been Let's Play The Legend of Zelda: A Link to the Past. I'm Blaumagier, and I will see you guys later.